Have you ever heard it's good to journal? Or has someone ever told you you should journal? It's good for you? Growing up, I watched the TV show Gidget, played by Sally Field, who writes in her diary. I can still hear her voice in my head. Dear Diary. I always fantasized about writing in a diary or journal, but didn't know how to or why I should. Several years ago, I kept getting this whisper and nudge to write. I eventually started writing to document my mom's terminal illness and the last 5 days I had with her before she passed away. I've never stopped writing ever since and discovered the power of communicating with my inner authentic self and the non-physical world through writing in my journal. Listen in to find out about the powers of writing to find your true north. Hi, I'm Regina C. Minier, ex-corporate pharma leader turned entrepreneur. In 2009, I decided to take a big leap into the unknown and embarked on a journey to following my intuition, or what I now call my inner authentic voice. Through all the lessons learned, I have taken my personal and professional journey and created a simple roadmap to find your true north through the power of your own inner authentic voice. By using these tools and practices, you'll discover fulfillment, joy, and reassurance in making your own life's important decisions. It is no coincidence we have found each other. Hello, 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 friends of O Universe. Welcome back to this week's vlog. Before we jump into today's topic about the power of journaling, know that it is an invaluable tool that is part of a broader framework of finding your true north and tapping into your own IAV. I am working on a digital course that I'll be sharing late summer. In the meantime, to get a jump start, download my free guide, a 3-step framework to tapping into your inner authentic voice. You can grab it at o-universe.com. Last fall, my husband and I were invited over to a friend's newly renovated garden for dinner. As you can imagine, after spending the year sheltering in place at home and not seeing anyone, I was like ecstatic to get out of the house and safely socialize in our friend's garden. We had our masks on, we ate at separate tables, we had hand sanitizer that was easily accessible, so I was able to relax and enjoy the company and the food. As we were sipping on wine under strung-up twinkle lights on cozy sofas in front of a fire, we started to catch up on the latest events in our lives. Our friend said she was starting a new chapter in her life and was going to have a lot of free time. She said she started journaling. I asked her, how was it going? And she said, I hated it. It wasn't going well. I had to hold back from laughing because I could relate. I then asked her, well, why did you even start journaling in the first place? And she said, my girlfriend said it would be good for me and to just start with gratitude. So every morning I get up and I write what I'm thankful for. Then the next morning I write what I'm thankful for again. It's the same stuff I was thankful for yesterday. Then I don't know what else to write and I'm not sure why it's good for me. I could totally relate to my girlfriend and to the struggle because I was in the same situation not too long ago. So today's episode is on the power of journaling and why it's my most valuable tool that I can't live without and why. Many people try journaling but struggle. They try but then stop because they don't know why and what to write beyond gratitude in documenting their daily activities. Some people treat it like a dear diary, describing and documenting events of their day. But it's more than that, and it's more than a gratitude journal. I always talked about writing in a journal as it sounded good in my mind, but I never really understood its power until I switched from documenting my mom's terminal illness journey into a real power of tapping into my inner authentic voice and hearing guidance on which way to go. This all started after learning about morning pages from Julia Cameron and also discovering Lori Lynn Jackson, a certified medium who has written The Light Between Us and Signs. My life has forever changed as a result. Let me begin from starting with morning pages. A good friend of mine introduced me to Julia Cameron's book, The Artist's Way. It was my first formal introduction to writing morning pages. It provides great guidance on how morning pages has the power of helping you clear your mind, tap into your subconscious, and to create without any filters from your ego or external narratives. It's a great way to tap into your inner authentic self. I first used morning pages to help me clear my mind before starting my day in the corporate world. It helped me switch from not feeling great to feeling positive and joyful after writing a list of everything I was grateful for in my life. I wrote my to-do list to free my mind. I wrote about challenging situations at work that was taking up mental space. I wrote about things that worried me. Just writing 3 pages in your journal after quieting your mind with meditation allows you to write from your stream of consciousness and is the gateway to tapping into your inner authentic voice, also known as your intuition. Writing about whatever is on your mind helps to offload the chatter in your head that can feel distracting and stressful. I found that when I wrote before starting my day, I had the most productive and focused day. I walked away feeling really good. So to recap, the 3 topics you can start writing about are the following. Number 1, start with gratitude. Giving thanks for something you are thankful for shifts your energy to positivity and appreciation. Number 2, you can also write a to-do list. If you are feeling distracted by the million things you need to accomplish for today or by the end of the week, write down your to-do list so you can move on and focus on the task immediately in front of you. And number 3, you can write about a challenging situation. Describe something or someone that is upsetting you. Just lay it all out, how you really feel. You may be feeling angry, hurt, remorseful, guilty, frustrated, or sad. Write it down and why you feel that way. Just the act of writing it down offloads your mind and can help you feel better. So now let's move on to Lori Lynn Jackson. After my mom passed away in June of 2018, a good friend of my sister's reached out and alerted us to listen to Goop's podcast, where Lori Lynn Jackson, who is a certified medium who connects with people who have passed away, was being interviewed. I was completely fascinated by her story and her skills, so much so I purchased her 2 books, The Light Between Us and Signs. Now, being a pharmacist and coming from a science and data background, it may sound odd that I believe in mediums. But with my natural intuitive instincts and growing up with a family seer in Indonesia, this was not too far-fetched for me. But what was really helpful was knowing that Lori Lynn Jackson is a Windbridge certified research medium. She has been certified through a 5-way blinded test. I learned so many amazing tools by reading her 2 books. But the one most important piece of information that I learned was the power and importance of writing things down to communicate to the other side. I began a journey of writing to my mom and asking her guidance, and I began to hear back responses through my writing and by way of signs and dreams that helped me and my dad feel comforted after her passing. This is how I learned to trust the power of writing and receiving guidance and answers to my questions. I began to write my inner authentic self and using the journal to tap into my inner authentic voice. I start my journal with the following phrase: "Good morning, universe," and my non-physical team of light. I am seeking solutions for the following, and then I add a specific question. This is the fourth topic that I write about in my journal. Ask a question to help discover a solution for a project, an initiative, a new idea, or to determine which path you should take to move forward. Your inner authentic voice will answer you in your writing through random ideas, thoughts, and solutions that will come to mind. Writing it down makes it more tangible and creates energy around momentum and around the thought. One of my clients describes the journaling tool this way, and I quote, "I've tried asking a dilemma or question through my journaling, and what surprised me was that the answer just flows, really instinctually, like my hand is compelled to answer. It's so different from trying to think it through. I'm surprised by the clarity that comes through journaling." I love the way she describes it. It's amazing. So I wanted to wrap up with my favorite writing tools. My favorite journals are these from Fringe. It's a good weight. I love the inspirational quotes on the front. The paper is silky, and with a fast writing gel pen, it supports writing from your stream of consciousness. I love the spiral notebooks, so you can fold it and it's thick enough to provide support if you're writing in bed or without a desk. I get my notebooks at HomeGoods or TJ Maxx for just $5 to $7, and I write with Pilot G2 gel pens with refillable ink. Journaling is a powerful tool. I see it as a telephone to communicate with your inner authentic voice, the universe, and your guides. If you want to tap into your inner authentic voice and find your true north, you can start journaling by using the 4 journal prompts that I provided in this episode. To learn more about finding your true north through the power of your own inner authentic voice, go to my website o-universe.com and see the free guide at the bottom of the page. If you would like to step into the flow of what's available to you, feel free to drop a note below, or better yet, join our Facebook community to engage with kindred spirits. Until next time, love and light to you all.